If you get location right at any time of year, then half the battle is already won. But in winter, it's even more critical. Choosing the right water is important, and somewhere with good winter form is a good starting point. So what makes a good winter water? Generally, a smaller, more intimate lake with depths not exceeding 10 foot and a good stock of fish gives you the best opportunity of finding a fish quickly so that you have the best chance of catching them. Shallower waters tend to fluctuate in temperature more easily, and fishing the day after a couple of warmer days can mean the water has warmed enough to make the fish more active, and therefore on the move and looking for a feed. Fishing lakes with higher stocking density also means competition for food is greater, and therefore the fish will rely more heavily on anglers' bait to see them through the colder months. Once you've decided on a water, whether it's on past form or on a hunch, you need to then go about locating the carp. Observation is obviously key. Carp are wild animals and every lake is different. There's no substitute for seeing fish, and no better way to confirm their location than an actual sighting of a fish. However, carp don't always give themselves away in the winter, so then it's down to your watercraft to put your rigs in the right place. Try to look for cover such as snags, dying weed and reeds. Carp often spend whole winters in such areas, and if you find one, often there will be more. Another consideration is depth. Shallow parts of the lake will warm up more quickly, especially if the sun gets on the water for a large part of the day. In contrast to this, on the very coldest of days, carp may be found sitting in the deeper, siltier areas, as often the silt holds the warmth when more exposed areas are turned over and cooled by the wind. So, once you've found the fish, what you use to catch them is very important. A straight boilie approach on its day can work, and boilies remain one of the best carp baits out there for year-round use. However, if you want to be different, and you want your bait to stand out from what everyone else is using, then you need to think of approaching the preparation and presentation of your bait differently. An edge our consultants have been using for a few years now is scalded pellets. It comes from the match fishing background and can be the perfect way to attract the carp into your swim without feeding them. Start with some 2.3mm amino ester pellets, add to that our awesome hydro nut haze and mix it in so the pellets are all coated. Then crumb some amino ester boilies to add a little bit of colour and a few larger food items. Now bring a kettle to the boil and pour this over the pellets till it not quite covers the mix. Cover it up and leave to stand for 10 minutes. Then when you come back, mix again and the pellets should break down to form a stiff paste. This is super attractive and will leak out attraction across the lake bed. This can then be spotted out to your chosen spot, or alternatively use a ball maker to form perfect balls which can then be catapulted out up to around 50 yards. This makes small attractive patches of bait on the bottom in the area of your rigs and helps keep the carp moving. You can also get away with using it in PVA bags, and a perfect presentation would be one of our new SS1 pop-ups balanced with a split shot on the hair and a mesh bag of your mix attached to the rig to match the baiting situation that we've created. You could also use this on its own without any free bait at all on those really tough days. Give it a go this winter and be confident your bait will stand out from the crowd.